Jordan, you're playing in your second straight bowl game, coming back to the DFW bowls, but just what does it mean to end your collegiate career in a bowl game once again?
It's a blessing, exciting moment for the team, for this school. Get to play a in-state team, not too far away, so that's gonna be fun.
I know there's saw a couple of offensive players, into the transfer portal during the off season, but just how does the offense kind of adjust and kind of keep up that next man mentality?
It's always that. At the end of the day, we have a lot of good players on this team. Those guys have to do what they feel like is best for their future, and we got to play with the guys that are here and go execute at a high level.
You play. When you were at James Madison, y'all played in the Armed Forces Bowl. But what was that bowl game experience like for you last season? What do you kind of expect from this season?
It was pretty fun. Got to do some of the, I guess Air Force played in that game a few times in a row, so we got to do some of their events. It was cool. We did a card event with them. So I think all that kind of stuff is fun. And I'm going out there. They had the troops and stuff before the game doing their little thing. I think that was pretty cool.
With you this year, Coach Leftwich, he's a guy you've had there by your side the whole time. How different is it not having him there, and how's practice been going without him?
It's going pretty good. Obviously, I'm excited for him at his, step up in Texas State, be able to help those guys out, win some big games. Obviously, it's a blessing having him by my side, but Coach Keppel's doing a good job. He was with us as well throughout the season, so practice has been going really good.
Has you noticed the difference out there?
Not really. Honestly, they're everybody kind of operates the same.
All right.
Playing an in-state opponent in North Texas, it's expected to be, a lot of people there. A lot of the players know each other, especially with it being, from Texas high school football. But what does it mean to play like an in-state opponent in a bowl game and to be able to kind of add another win to the board over a lot of these in-state opponents?
I think that's big because sometimes you can get to a bowl game where you're kind of far away and then, not many fans can travel. I think this will be pretty packed. Obviously, like you just said, 2 in-state teams, being able, it's a rivalry. These kids, people that went to high school here, they know those players over there, so I think it's going to be fun.
Looking at this North Texas defense, just what are you going to be expecting from the Mean Green?
They're base stuff. They played 2 different defenses the last few games because they had a new defense coordinator and things like that. They do the same thing kind of like everybody else, kind of the same structure-wise, 2 high, roll down to 1 high and stuff like that. So we just got to scheme up our plays against them.
Looking at your journey, being at South Florida, going to Arizona, going to James Madison here at Texas State, just what can you say, with it being your last collegiate game, just the journey you've kind of been on?
It's been a blessing. It's been a long one. I started way back in 2018. Some, ups and downs through those times at USF, and then same thing at Arizona. Obviously, I was at a pretty high at JMU than here. I feel like it's been a pretty good season. Obviously, some ups and downs, but it's all been a blessing throughout the journey.
How healthy are you going into this game?
I'm good. I'm ready to go. Yes, sir. I'm good.
Just talk about, the offense, how you guys been clicking, just talk about that and what you guys have coming up.
We've been clicking good. Obviously, we got some time. We don't play for a while. So, right now we're just doing our base stuff. We're getting back in, football shape, playing fast out there, going against the defense and things like that, and just making sure everybody's back in rhythm.
As one of the leaders on this team going into Christmas in January and going through some of those breaks and then having to come back and play this full game, what responsibility falls on you as a leader on this team to get everyone back in tune and stay focused?
That's the main part. Just make sure everybody stays focused, even over the break. Obviously, don't do anything stupid. We all need you to be able to play the game and things like that. And just understanding that we do have another game, and this game is not guaranteed to everybody. Obviously, we fought for this all season to be able to get an extra opportunity, and we want to go out and win.
How important is it when y'all do make a bowl game that a lot, not only are y'all getting these reps, but a lot of these, the backups are getting these extra reps to prepare them for, next season?
Oh, that's big. Obviously, they've been practicing all the way since we've been spring ball in March. Obviously now they're probably getting a little bit more live reps because some guys obviously hit the portal and things like that, and I think it's big for next year, so those guys understand how to practice fast. You're not starting over. You kind of have the understanding of the game.
What would it mean to you, in your final college game to end this thing on a win?
It mean everything. Obviously, winning's the only attitude that we have to have. It doesn't matter how it looks. 3-0, 50-0, a win is a win, and that's what we're looking for.
I know you've had brilliant experience with the transfer portal, but what's your advice to a lot of these players who are going into the transfer portal, just where to go and all of that stuff?
I would say just go. Obviously it's tough because everybody wants to get paid and things like that, but I think the main thing is playing. Like you want to go somewhere where you know you're gonna play, you're gonna be the guy. You know, coaches love you. You're in a good environment. You know, that people are gonna take care of you on and off the field and things like that. Don't just go somewhere, you know, for some money and then don't play, and that'll be the last money you ever get.
You know, a quarterback that's, you know, done a lot of good, you know, since you've been
Go ahead.
dealing with your injuries, Brad Jackson. Just what can you say about, you know, a true freshman coming in there in your spot, just being able to run the offense like he's done?
Oh, Brad's elite, and he's gonna be elite. Come in, he has a sharp mind. Day one of spring, you could tell he doesn't have a mind of a freshman. He's extremely prepared at all times, and he knows the offense and knows how to operate it really well.
With Ish gone now, you know, is it pretty much next man up for you guys back there in the back? Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Just like last game, Lincoln, you know, he played really well. I think he had like 25 plus carries or something like that. He had like 6 catches. You got TB, we still got Dion Jenkins and things like that. So we're gonna be fine.